Hey TJ, my name's Kyle. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality electrical jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, all right, man, follow some marketing, you got to be doing this for free. And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most electricians are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving electricians a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle. Dude, just handle this technical stuff for me so I could just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs. Then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with here is content. Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you your biggest competitor in Greeley. And yes, Greeley, I know you guys are based out of the Pierce, Colorado area, but just out of the sake of this video, I'm going to show you Greeley since this is probably the closest city with the most traffic, okay, close to you. So in Greeley, your biggest competitor, Bees Electric, who's currently stealing most of the traffic in that area, is actually ranking number 1, okay? And what we're going to do to show you what it should look like is we're going to see how many words they actually have on their front page, okay? Now, I know you might be thinking, well, all right, that's great, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically to rank number 1 and qualify for those high quality jobs, you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all the words that they currently have on the front page. Okay, we're going to go to a word counter here, paste it in, and it looks like right now they have a little bit over 1,300 words, okay? Which is pretty solid, all right? Now, let's go check out your guys' site and let's see how you guys are matching up in terms of wording here, okay? Also, I want you to know, since you guys are based out of that area, the same exact concepts apply for any city in Colorado, okay? In terms of getting traffic. So let's go ahead and put your website into here. And it looks like right now you guys have about 489 words. Okay, now what does this mean? This actually ain't a bad thing. This means your competitor is beatable by literally just putting a little bit more effort with their content, okay? Now, there's this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. All right, it's a few $100s a month. But essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see what you guys actually show up here for when people are searching for electrical services here in the area, all right? So let's start with Bees Electric first. We're going to put their website into here. We're going to go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? It's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up on the top spot or the front page for electrician Greeley, Colorado, electrician Greeley, Greeley electrician, electricians Greeley, right? Home inspection, Platteville, Colorado, right? And quite a few more. Now, obviously for Greeley alone, there's actually not a ton of traffic. Obviously, if we were to start counting in more cities like, Loveland, Fort Collins, Evans, there'd be way more traffic, okay? But just for the traffic they're getting in Greeley, you can see 27, 13, 9, 7, 7. So they're getting at least around 50 to 100 people just in Greeley alone clicking on their website and looking for their electrical services specifically, okay? Which is still pretty good, okay? It's pretty solid. Now, let's go ahead and check out your site and let's see what you're showing up here for, man. People are searching for an electrician here in the area. So let's go and put your website into here. And it looks like right now you guys are showing up for 0 keywords. So do you see the difference here? This is the importance of getting your online presence done correctly, okay? So if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition here in the area, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords, okay? Super, super key to claiming those high quality jobs, all right? Now, the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations. And I know you're probably thinking like, dude, what is a citation and why does it even matter, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, electrician Greeley, okay? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And you see how Dunham Electric is currently showing up number one, even though they don't even have the most reviews? This is not because of their reviews, okay? It's not because they have pretty pictures on there, a big company or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, all right? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, all right, that's great, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are. So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the authority when it comes to electrical. And when you do show up on the top spot on the map pack, then we actually add about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up, okay? So super, super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack, okay? But actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. When I'm searching for, electrician Greeley, repair, installation, anything like that, I don't really see you guys pop up here at all, okay? So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks, okay? That's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, and that's perfect. That's amazing. But obviously, if you're an electrician and you have McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go back to Ahrefs here, and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? Click on backlinks here. And it looks like right now they only have about 62 backlinks, which is actually extremely beatable, okay? But again, how do we get these? How do we beat them? Well, essentially what we do is we just go down this entire list of links and match these same exact links for your business or your website, so that way you guys show up at that number one spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority. It's not a magic trick, all right? There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? Care about growing the business, right? Helping your family and your team. So let me show you what this means for your bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? Now, again, this entire breakdown, this is literally just for Greeley alone, okay? And in Greeley, there's actually about 700 to 1,000 people searching for electrical services every single month. Okay, those are almost 700 potential customers. Now, let's just do some very conservative math here. And let's say out of the 700 people, let's just say only 10% of those people are even convertible. That would mean an extra 70 potential book jobs for your company every month. All right. Now, let's say, you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates, and say you close 40% of those jobs, those calls, right? That would mean an extra 28 closed in-book jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean for you, right, in terms of growing the company? Right? Maybe, hiring more guys, right? Keeping them busy around. In terms of revenue, right? So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when electricians get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing is going to be content. So you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, okay? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google and the areas you serve that you guys are the number one choice when it comes to electrical services. And if you implement this, you guys will be number one. I'm sure you're probably thinking like, dude, listen, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, you could do number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you can just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Colorado, so I even love to meet you in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope it was educational for you. Showed you a few things you can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, okay? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get out there and we'll talk soon.